That's pretty close. That's honestly pretty close. I guess the other thing we could do is put these on top instead, right? And then grab these off the side and move them down. Excellent. And then we could put these. Wow, still not really what we wanted. Put them on the I-beam. Yeah, I was putting the RCS thrusters on the I-beam trying to make it so that would work. But apparently that's not... I could put it even lower. Nope, I can't. That's as low as it'll go right there. So that's just one of those weird wonkiness things. We're not going to be able to get that thing perfectly aligned. And I'm just not going to worry about it anymore. What else did I miss? Kills the editor. Yeah, you've got that. Like, I've had it where the parts won't undock, especially if it's like a staged part or something. It like puts 4x symmetry on a single place, but it's not really there, and then the parts are colliding and things just aren't happy at all. I think that looks good, and we have that little adapter. I really wish that adapter was different, though. Like, I wish that it looked like... That's not a good idea, though. That's totally a terrible idea. I guess there's just not much that we can do other than leave that adapter the way it is, right? Let's see here. There's that. We could put some struts or something maybe to make it look a little bit stronger. Because it's not really coming across as very strong right now. In any event, that's that. With different docking adapters. That has that. That has that. That can be docked like that. That can. So now this thing could actually lift anything using any sort of port with those different adapters we had. And I almost wish... I'm just going to transport it this way, right? I almost wish... Now we've built the craft upside down again, isn't it? And this isn't the root node. That's okay. Chocomole! What's up, Chocomole? I think Chocomole is letting me know that she's here. Although I don't know. It's a stock 5-directional thruster. Yeah, no, you totally told me, Luis Poliota. I think we've been over that. I think Chocomole is telling me that when it gets time to be free play, I have something that I'm supposed to be doing this evening. So let me toss these right here. See, you should make it go straight. Toss these right here. I don't really see any instances where I'm going to need to thrust in the other direction, but I might as well put these on there. Hey, that's cool. Too bad they don't go in that direction, huh? And now I've got that. We've got to reassemble this thing back on the top of the whole shenanigan. So let's save that. That's the mug. But the problem is we need a different root node. Because right now, what is our root node? It is the thing in the middle of that, isn't it? I can actually do that, though. Here we go. I can do that. I'm actually just going to take these two parts off. Thank you for lending us DOS. Nice. Awesome. Let me take that, toss it back into the... It's not the lander. It's going to be called the KSA MB Mug for Mooner Undergrapple, or whatever it was we were calling it. Now we've got that. Let's go back to our HAB module. Where's the HAB module? And condo module. There we go. A 4-directional one above. Yeah. You've told me that before. I've used that before. I hope you're not trolling me, Luis Pilieto. Seriously? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the thing on upside down again. I'm going to go over to the sub-assemblies. I'm going to grab the mug. There we go. I'm going to flip the mug upside down because we want it to end up on the top of the station. And I am going to put something in here that lets me res it underneath. This little part will work. There's that part. There's that part. Kerbal Engineer can go out of the way. Who else did we miss? Wait, how did y'all know you came in? We're very sneaky. I said you came in. Dude, Bob, check it easy, man. Or take it easy. We will catch you on the flip side. Let me reassemble this thing upside down. I need to put this up here. I need to grab this piece and put it up here. And again, this is just, I brought it in as a sub-assembly. And I want it to be on the top instead of the bottom, but I didn't quite have the root nodes correct. So all I'm doing is taking parts off the bottom and putting it onto the top so that I can move those things around. It's really just a silly trick. Select node would be a huge difference. I would definitely love having select node here, and I need to get off my can and install it. so that I didn't have to do these shenanigans. But if you don't have select node, you can totally solve this problem like I'm doing right now. Bringing it up one piece at a time and putting it there. What is this? There we go. I almost really wish that that one was... We can always dock it at an angle if we need to. Here's that. And again, it looks a little bit wacky, but I think we'll live. That piece can go up there. I think I got it right, yeah. And that was the last piece, because the last pieces are the battery. The battery. The battery. And the claw. There's... claw. What do you mean? Don't act like you're clipping into things. You're not clipping into anything. Don't act... Did I put fork symmetry on this? Uh-oh. Seriously? Has the claw bugged out? Is that what's going on here? The claw does not radially attach like that. That's buggy. Quick, save it. The claw should not attach like that. There is a problem here. Toss that claw away. Maybe if I get another one it'll work. Look, the claw is only attaching... What a silly... Oh, yeah, the claw is not supposed to attach that way. The claw has become very confused. This is why we don't ever use the claw, because it's so buggy. Oh, we're going to save it. We have to go to a different ship, and hopefully when I reload this ship, the claw does what it wants. You can't control the claw. What's up, Elascato? How's it going? Trying to resolve issues with the claw here. We'll just load up the Kerbal X stock, and then we'll come back to it. And we'll see how that goes. Alright, that's the Kerbal X stock. Now let's go back to it and hope that it's fixed. The claw, man. Wacky forces in space. Completely breaking ships. The claw definitely does what it's... Why is there a claw on there? I don't like this at all. Why is there a claw? Did I... Oh, no, I just opened up the wrong craft. Whew! I opened up the wrong craft. I was working on the condo segment. I wasn't working on the... I almost threw myself for a loop here. Let's see if this has a freaking claw on the top of it. Whew! Alright, it does not. Let's try to install a claw on the top of it. It's busted. Because the claw wants to be there? Yeah, but the problem is the claw is supposed to radially attach, not axially attach. Go away, claw. Dang it. The battery knows how to act. Look at that. It says that it won't attach that way. Now I can't drop it again. Now it turned green. It's going to be randomly attaching claws into... Did you see how I can't drop it? Oh my gosh. The claw is so buggy. There. Alright. So... Let's try to put that like that, that like that. Now forget the claw. Let's attach the battery there. I don't get it sometimes, y'all. I do not get it. Is that going to work? Yeah, that'll work. Just keeps it from tipping over. Gosh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Eek. I'm just going to do 4x symmetry from there. Oh, it didn't connect again. Trying to attach to the bottom of the battery, something happens. Whatever it is, we fixed it by attaching the claw first to the battery, and then the battery to the next section. One of those silly Kerbal tricks. Kerbal engine, no, that we can turn off. So I think the last thing we need to do is get into orbit quickly. Oh, because it's ditching the stage at the same time. Nice. There's that. There's that. The RCS tanks are clipping into the claw. They're clipping into the battery, but they're nowhere near the claw. But I will go ahead and do this. Because you never want anything near the freaking claw. The claw is so freaking wacky. And if that thing moves around a little bit, we're just not going to worry about it, right? Save it. Alright, save it now that I got it nice. Thanks for looking out, Sword. Now we just need to get the rest of this thing into orbit. Does this have fuel? Yes, it does. What's our tonnage? Can I get this into orbit? That's almost nothing. 100 tons? Pfft, whatever. Can I retract these? Please retract. One day I will figure out why those ladders are so buggy. What if I put it on now? Nope, the ladder's bugged out too, so you can't do that. So we're gonna grab the ladders again. Does anybody know why the ladders bug out like that? Double F5 for double safety. The Senior Clampatron at the top is placed backward. I'll go have a look at that in just a second, Luis. Thanks for looking out. Let's do that. 2x symmetry. There we go. Retract the ladder. Put it at the right angle. I mean, not a right angle. Clearly that's not a right angle. Then retract it before we go anywhere else. Apparently that didn't retract to the other side. That's outstanding. Toggle flag. I don't want to toggle the flag. There we go. So you think something up here is attached incorrectly. Let's see. You know something? You are correct, Luis. Good eye, man. That is definitely on upside down. We would have totally hated ourselves if we went to orbit that way. This is why I like streaming, because people are looking out for me. Now that's attached correctly. Now that's attached correctly. Dude, nice jobs. Double F5 for safety. Alright, I think we're good there. Now we just need to get this thing into orbit. Let's do it. Let's go over here. Let's grab this thingy. First, we need a kicker stage. We're going to make a big, fat kicker stage. It looks a little bit like this. Me, that's okay. Can I do that? What is that? 603, 2.11. Wow, this thing is so light. It looks big, but it's so light because it's mostly empty mass. And there's just not very much fuel in those tanks, right? That is... Nah. Y'all know I love this part. There we go. So 602 with a 2.11. That's a lot more thrust than it needs, but not quite enough weight. So what can I do? I don't want my kicker stage to be too big. I like this sometimes. Maybe I can just do two of these things. Where is it at? Where is it at? It is the this thingy plus the this thingy. Did I not put lights on the thing, by the way, Luis? You totally told me to put lights on it, and then I straight up didn't put lights on it. It's always the sixth way you try. Come on. There we go. 1.58. And once I run those fuel lines, we should be good. Run those fuel lines, which are on the fuel tab. There we go. Like from the middle. Nope, from the there to the middle. I'm not going to worry about staging those because this is a kicker stage. Now, 1511 with a 1.5 thrust to weight. I like that. That is a good kicker stage. What else do I need to do with this? Maybe put some... Nah. That's a pretty good kicker stage. I like it. And we're definitely going to need some struts. Ooh. Ooh, instead of that, how much fuel is in this? 1620. What's half of 1620? About 800. Which fuel tank holds 800? That one right there holds about 800. That's fine. Look. We need to do it this way. We need to take those off. We need to grab that thing. You'll see what I'm doing. We'll put those on like that. Is that going to work? Is that going to work? Or is it going to be too close? Oh, it may be too close. I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to tuck it up in. Is that going to give me more clearance? Oh, no, that's not going to give me more clearance. Dang it. Oh, I had a cool idea, and then my cool idea was, like, dumb. It didn't really work. Ooh! That. And, that. No. We'll strut the heck out of this thing. It's this one. Don't try this at home. Yes, that looks kind of cool. Ha! I like it. Then we can put this in here. Like that. And then that's going to give us clearance. There. Yes. That's also very cool. Steel Mage, maybe that's something that we could do. I think that's probably something that we could do. That's actually a really good idea. Because then we could totally set some of those up and I could just have them in there as sub-assemblies we could toss on. Maybe as some of my lifter design streams, I could create some freaking standard lifters. That's actually a brilliant freaking idea. Thank you for posting that. That is an absolutely great idea. And I should totally be doing that. So let's see here. Again, if y'all saw my new lifter design, where I am totally playing around with it, we should totally do some of our academy sessions designing some standard lifters. So for these things, I can just throw them in here. That would be pretty darn cool. I'm going to toss that thing there. That's going to go like that. I'm going to get, can I actually do it this way? Because this isn't a very heavy payload. I just haven't. I've actually got some standard lifters in some of my save files, but I have never done it here in Kerbal Space Academy. I think that that is a freaking brilliant idea. Yes, you definitely shouldn't be able to go there. That's clearly cool, and that's clearly cool, but there's no way you should be able to attach right there. Sometimes it's clipping through something. It doesn't like the symmetry. We'll just put 1 on the bottom. Then we will just put 4. I don't even think I need 4, do I? I just need 2, maybe. Let's try to go with 2, which should have worked, I think, right? Wasn't 2 going to work? Yeah, 2 will work. Toss that. Put that. Is that going to work? Nope, that's going to hit. Because I was totally designing it to put this over this way, wasn't I? Yes, don't attach. It definitely doesn't want to attach like that. That's okay. Because we can always get these guys and put them on at an angle, right? That was 3x symmetry. Let's go with 4x symmetry. That's 4x symmetry. What else? What else do we have here? We've got those things going, and we will put this. Is it going to fit, or does it clip? Will it clip? It looks like it is clipping. So we're going to use this resolution to the problem by, get off me, putting this out here like that, times 2. That's cool. Then we can attach these like that. Again, this is just, I've been playing around with lifter designs, and I do not trust the bug about the adapters, right? So all of the radial decouplers are very much bugged right now. What's up, Gav? We are finishing up a overly long Kerbal Space Academy stream. But I did promise that I would get some of these at least to orbit today, and that actually looks pretty good. Where was our root node? That was our root node. Let's come down here. That's like that. I don't really like that, but I think I could get it to orbit. Let's put these big engines on it and see if this is going to work. Wow, that's busted. Look at this. I'm trying to do 2x symmetry, and it's doing 3x symmetry. That is totally busted. It's got some parts clipped inside some other parts here. We totally have to fix that. What is this? Jeez. I think I see what happened. Look how busted it is. It's got that. I see what happened. That's dirty. Look how dirty that is. How did this even become the case? It's got 2 nodes, but it was also radial attached. That should not happen. Honestly. Can I explain the effect of the radial bug? Okay, Thetor. There's a big bug with radial decouplers right now, and the problem is whenever you detach a radial decoupler above a certain altitude, going faster than a specific speed, it doesn't give it the correct velocity. It doesn't push it away from the craft. It actually does something that rips everything apart. There's some fixes for it. You can do you can install some changes to the config files, I guess, that remap the parts so that they act a little bit differently. But I don't do that. I just kept mine completely stock because it is totally annoying. But I don't want to design a craft that then other people try and go and do, and it works on my screen, but it doesn't work on their screen. 1.62 on the launch pad, 3560 thrust to weight. Are we in atmospheric mode? So that's why I've been designing these bigger lifters this way. I'm definitely just kind of playing around with that one, with this one. But that's only 2090, 1.6 on the launch pad. That means we just need more of these. So that is the deal with the decoupler. If I have time during free play, I'll toss something together right quick. If I have time during free play, I will toss something together right quick during free play and let you see it happening firsthand. 4. How awesome is that? 3883, 2.14 on the launch pad. That means we could put a lot more fuel in there. In fact, we could do this number. 2.08 on the launch pad. That's still too much. Jeez, oh Pete. I could put a little bit more up here. Now this thing is like totally overbuilt, right? But we could also use the kicker stage to transfer it out to the moon, I guess, right? So that's 184 on the launch pad, 2030, that's 40 to 1089. I like it. Actually, that's just about right. Needs more SRBs. I'm not going with the SRBs. I know that we like SRBs, but I don't use them very much. I guess I could get rid of that. Just because of the radial decoupler bug. I'll build something. As soon as we're done with this, I will build something that illustrates the radial decoupler bug. And you'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, you're right. That's totally lame. What else do I have? I almost feel like I need more fuel in here. Some way to fuel that up or something. Adding separatrons. It takes so long to tune it, right? That I don't really bother with it anymore. I don't like spending all the extra time that you have to spend in order to... what is that attached to? Oh. In order to tune the separatrons. It takes for a really long time. Dealing with it by engine shutdown and separatrons. Yeah. That takes so much tuning. I'm just going like this. Let's show you a build date. Right now, PJ, I'm finishing up. I'm getting this part to orbit, which is part of the advanced station. Wait, no, the modular base design. I've been talking about this for way too long. We've been kind of getting distracted over there with chat. But let me get this into orbit, and then during free play, we can kind of play around with some stuff. I will build something that requires RCS build aid. How's that? And I'll talk to you. In fact, you missed it. I did do a RCS build aid kind of how-to, really quick one, as I was streaming this, because we designed this little... Whoa, buddy. What? Let's try that again. From there to there. Excellent. I designed this little guy up here, and I was using RCS build aid to try and have him. More LFO than more RSP, because you end up with more fuel to use. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's 188 on the launch pad, 160 there. But I think what we can do is put more fuel in the kicker stage, maybe? Let's just put this thing in orbit. We're worrying too much. We're not launching enough rockets. You guys came here to watch some rockets get launched. It's time for me to start launching some rockets. Let us get that done. That's all strutted out. That's all strutted out. This down here, we need to box these guys in or else they'll go wonky. From the middle of that white to the middle of that white. You're probably right. We could probably use some more... RCS in the middle, but also I didn't put lights on here, I think is the other thing I didn't do. I need to come over here and grab me at least one light. Grab me at least one light. And put one light, 1x symmetry here, pointing down. And one of the spotlights in 1x symmetry on this side, also. Like that. Yeah, you totally missed out on that, but that's okay, dude. I do it all the time, and I will totally do another. I go over that all the time. Just about every stream, you won't miss any stream. You will always hear me talking about the build aid. Just for getting to orbit, I should probably strut these guys in. Let's see. Let's give it a try. 4x symmetry. Struts from here. Really? I didn't have the strut in? And then I just totally hosed everything. Undo it. Freeze my game. There we go. I apparently didn't have the strut connected. And I'm just going to go from here-ish up to here. And from here-ish up to here. That should be nice and strutted in. Let's launch this thing. I don't even think we need that other thing with the other thing. I don't even think we need that. Let's save it. Let's tend to the launch pad. And for the second rocket launch of the evening. Jeez. That was very much me talking about the base design. We spent so much time designing the base. Next time I do this, I think I need to do less modules and talk less about the cool stuff on the base and spend more time on getting it into orbit. But we have a pretty cool base now. Maybe next time we'll be packaging it up and sending it up, that sort of stuff. Like I said, I always do this live, and I don't practice it or rehearse it beforehand. That makes it probably a little bit more interesting, but it also makes it a little more random, which is what you're getting a little bit of tonight. The thing with the thing with the thing. Let's take this off. 3, 2, 1 space. Oh, Gav, don't even bring that to my attention, man. And where am I controlling from right now? Am I controlling from right here? Control from there. Good. Let's just send this thing to orbit. With these the STS stages, there's just no reason. I mean, it's so easy to get things into orbit, right? But we were a little bit stream of consciousness there. Stream of consciousness there on the stream because we hadn't done this one specifically before. It was definitely a viewer request, and I was making it up as I go. I think next time we do it, we'll spend less time on building the base and The random is why I'm here. That's why you like it? Well, we definitely have a lot of random in my channel. It's all stream of consciousness. And I mean, one of the big things is that I don't... Dude, Brosidon 86. Thanks for joining the channel, man. Oh man, what's going on here? Who is coming in, Mellow Red? What has gone on over here? What shut down at 1040? I've got incoming. The first one in was Brosidon. Thanks. Dude, DK, KSP TV raid? No way! DK! Hope you had fun over in KSP TV. Sarian's coming in. Brosidon was already here. Mellow Red was giving me the warning. That's freaking awesome. I'm gonna wait till some more people get in here. Am I missing a gravity turn? Totally like hose the gravity turn. Due to Mokomo 418 KSP TV raid. Everybody's coming in just in time for us to launch this thing in. Dude, that's awesome. I'm gonna miss my gravity turn. RC78, Machmo came in, Sarian came in, Mellow Red came in, Brosidon was the first one. I need to do a gravity turn. Pancake Mix 141 with the follow. Everybody, there's Mitsukichi. I can't even read this stuff fast enough, man. Well, there was another follow. Wow. I know, but I'm supposed to be flying a rocket, y'all. I'm supposed to be flying a rocket. Armchair Gary coming in. All sorts of follows coming in. Declarations coming in. Nicog 999. My gravity turn is hosed. Biscuit 26. Hey, that's actually cool. We had Pancake Mix 141 and then Biscuit 26. Are y'all like brothers or something? Something going on there? I'm not even paying attention. Wait, I'm also supposed to be turn and burn at 50 is my next checkpoint. Good night, Irene. Where is... There's that. We still have fuel. How much Delta V? 540? That's okay. Turning and burning. The follower notifications are going off in my head like crazy. I'm not going to try and miss any of them. Apparently, there was Cuddly Pikachu. Was Pikachu really cuddly? Pikachu's kind of spiky? Really? Not so much cuddly? I don't know. You make waffles. Together you make waffles? Alright, let's grab that and get the kicker stage out of the middle. Please don't destroy anything. Kicker stage activate. I love how that looks. I love how that comes out of the middle. That looks so freaking cool. I need to go ahead and stop at 85. We'll pan the... Jeez, oh Pete. Special Forces guy. Also, the Shade 0017 came in after Cuddly Pikachu. Thanks for joining Kerbal Space Academy. It's ringing as often as it can. I need to plan a maneuver node too. Belt. Dude, you haven't seen some crafts that really have the... I could have got more orbital velocity. Some of the crafts that really have spin. Jeez, oh Pete. Tail is spiky. Everything else is pretty cuddly. Good to know. Pancake Mix 141. It will be done. Let me get this. I need to plan a node. It's going to be coming up here in a second. You can see my ultra cool mod. If you don't have the atmospheric trajectory mods yet, you should scroll down my channel and you should totally download it because it's awesome. That's 70. Looking for 80. Do I have 80? It would help if I actually drag the node, right? And that should be about 80. 83, 85. Close enough. Bato USA I-26. That can't be right. It's Batosai Sunhwag. There was Special Forces guy. Alright, I'm still on top of things. I haven't missed anything else. Ridiculous flower magic. At least we're not talking about routers anymore. My stream was overtaken by discussions concerning... What was it? Routers or something earlier? Wireless things. Nicog, we are getting a big base. What is it? It's the condo? The condo, yeah, it's the Kerbal condos for our modular base assembly. Tonight at Kerbal Space Academy, we were doing modular base design. Basically a base that you would take out to the moon or Minos, Duna, or wherever, and then actually dock things together, connect them together as you're building the base. And so we were, some networking. We are bringing up the first module. We've built a lot of different modules for the base. They're all still down in the VAB and the spaceplane hangar. And this is the first module that we were actually getting into orbit. So that's what's going on with that. Adel, dude, I definitely got the PC working again, and I appreciate you looking out for me. That's a lot of parts, honestly. How many parts are we sitting at? We have so many parts in this guy, because he is so many parts, right? What sort of physics lag are we getting? There. Not too bad. That's really not that big of a deal. Have some words about it, but they can't be used in chat. Nice. Sundhog, I got. George Cole. George Cole, thanks for joining Kerbal Space Academy. Festiva, also thanks for joining Kerbal Space Academy. This doesn't even seem fair. We are on a serious freaking follow train here, and I totally appreciate DK bringing everybody over here. Good lord, 84 people at once is definitely the new top for me. Oh, also burn. Totally need to be burning. Let me get this node burned. What do I have? 1350, and I was at 12. Yeah, I'm good to go. I'll have a little bit left. Just a little bit left. What sort of physics lag? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of physics lag just because there's so many parts in this base piece. It has no battery. It actually doesn't have a lot of stuff. It actually has a couple batteries in there, I think, though. Yeah, it has not a lot of stuff because the modular base design, 85. No freaking kidding. The modular base design was, there's a power generation module, there's a fuel storage and landing module. I'll actually flap back through it. I'll go back through after I orbit this guy. There's a command and control module, there's the Kerbal condo module. There's a lot of different modules to the base, and we've designed them all that we can use the sky crane up here on top to dock them together over on the moon or wherever. 4 nations until the Fruit Nation. I don't know anything about the Fruit Nation, man. But I do appreciate everybody. I appreciate DK first off. I appreciate everybody that came over from KSP TV. I appreciate all the follows. That's totally awesome. We're finishing up Kerbal Space Academy here. We're about to be doing some free play. I've got a couple things that I've got to do. Chakamole's still here, and I need to land her cake on the moon, I think. There we go. Am I circular? 90 versus 78. Good enough for what we're doing here. And I still have 333 in the kicker stage. We really should have made it so that we could refuel the kicker stage and use that to go to the moon. That's okay. We're just going to leave this in orbit for now. Change in velocity. Gosh, the chat is freaking going off the chain over here. Mostly with talk about pancakes and biscuits and waffles. Let me run on back down to the VAB and show y'all that just came in from KSP TV some of the things we did in Kerbal Space Academy tonight. We were talking about a modular base that we would build on the planet. We would ship it up there. We would land it at different times. We've got the lander that can actually grab things a couple different ways. We've got a bunch of modular base modules. Modular base modules. That's hilarious. Let me go over here. You can see in the spaceplane hangar, we've got some of the lighter weight things, really. These are really connections between two pieces of the base, and it allows us to keep some spread between our base parts. For example, we have some spread. Where is it at? Modular base assembled. Excellent. We've got some space between the power generation core and the rest of the place. We also have the docking core that we'll be putting over here, and we're going to make another copy of one of these guys and put it on... Ah, yes, thank you, Das TeamSpeak. I will go do that in just a second. We're going to have a couple other pieces that we will dock the Kerbal condos over to the edge here. But we've got the landing legs on them such that everything can be docked together. Also with the... What was it? With the thingy that picks up the thingy, I think we called it the mug. With the mug, we'll be able to lift these pieces around, hover them around the planet, and get them docked together. Let me do this. Let me go over to TeamSpeak. There it is. Such that DK can also grace you. There we go. With his dulcet tones. What's up, DK?
Oh, so dulcet. So dulcet tones.
Much more dulcet than my tones, that's for sure. So, anyways, I was just showing him around the other things we did in Kerbal Space Academy tonight. Look behind you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining Kerbal Space Academy. I was just talking about these are some just spreader pieces, things to make it so that the bar and the condos are not directly against the fuel storage facility. We don't really want that to happen. So I built this over here in the spaceplane hangar, and then I've got a cool. This is an insane chat. This is like more chatty than my chat has ever been. And DK, dude, I totally appreciate the raid. That's freaking awesome.
Hey, no problem, man. Well, I mean, as I was telling them, like, you are not only my favorite Kerbal Space Program streamer, you're absolutely my favorite streamer.
Dude.
You do such a good job.
You flatter me too much, man.
Oh, I don't. Don't blush.
Well, I'm going to blush. I'm going to, like, change the what is it, the hue on my camera so that I don't change colors. Um, let's see here. It was KSA. There's the orbital Hilton. There's the mod-based condo module. So we've already got the condo module done. Where is the fuel and landing module? So we also designed this fuel and landing module. Praise the snowball effect. And we designed this thing such that we not only have fuel storage, but we have a couple different landing sizes, such that craft can come in here and land. We've also got a couple docking ports on the sides, such that we could design a rover that could drive fuel around. So if I ever get a Kethane mon or something like that, I could design a rover that could come over here and dock up against it and fill it with fuel.
And this is all with no part mods as well.
This is all stock, man. This was all done stock. We do have some mods because I've got Kerbal Engineer in here and I've got RCS Build Aid and that sort of stuff, but I haven't done anything for the modular base that requires any sort of part mods. You are correct. But we had this. We were going to dock this over to one part. We also had a couple little lights, because the thing that I like to do is when a pad is occupied by a craft, I turn off the light so that when you're coming in for a landing, it's very obvious which pads you should be going for. So, hopefully you see that. Yeah, you should see that on your screen now. But all of these different pieces were modular components. We did the same thing we always do, right, DK? I was like, all right, stream, what should we build on our modular base? And they were like, a Kerbal cannon, a bar, some bathrooms, command and control module. You know, they threw out a bunch of different stuff. And so we built some of those modules. I totally have to build the bathroom still.
You can't not have the bathroom module.
I always forget the bathroom module. Retired Army, he always says bathroom module, and I'm like, oh yeah, all right, I'll build that. I'm going to like put a command chair in something that's circular and have them, you know, dock it out somewhere. We'll build that later. Anyways, we were going over all of the different pieces for the modular bases here in Kerbal Space Academy. Everybody that just gave me a follow, I do Kerbal Space Academy streams quite often. Tonight's happened to be modular base design. Tomorrow, I don't think that we have decided on what we're going to do, but I'll go ahead and tweet it out beforehand. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Nightbot will spam you with that. But every day, I try to do a different Kerbal Space Academy stream. Getting to orbit, rendezvous and docking, lander design and piloting, interplanetary transfers, all sorts of different topics that are KSP. Every day I try to cover a different one. So if you follow me on Twitter, I'll tweet out what I'll be doing. If you follow me on Twitch, you can see when I'm streaming, and you can totally come over here and join up one of the Kerbal Space Academy. There you go. Yeah, dude, thanks, DK. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Outstanding. What else did I miss? Let me actually get caught up with the chat here, because I've been running my mouth so much. We have this boring thing on the screen.
You running your mouth? What are you talking about?
That's all I ever do is run my mouth, right? Let me actually look at the chat here. Pancake Mix 141, thank you for coming over and filling my chat with delicious chats concerning waffles or flour or whatever it was going on. The septic tank module. You know what we should really do is we should install Kethane. And we should drill holes, right? And then we should, when we're done, when we've depleted the Kethane, won't actually run out. It just gets less efficient. But once we've brought down most of the Kethane out of the reservoir or whatever, we should, in place of the drilling hole, install an outhouse. I think that would work.
I found it really interesting that you say Kethane as opposed to Kethane. Do you say methane or methane?
No, is it supposed to be Kethane? I say Kethane. I actually don't know.
Well, because it's based off of methane, right? So a lot of Americans will say methane. A lot of Europeans will say Kethane because they say methane as opposed to methane.
I've always just gone with Kethane. I don't know.
Huh.
I've never actually thought about that.
That's fine. I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, Kethane. Yeah, I totally go with. I don't know. Is there an official pronunciation? Has like the mod creator said what it's actually supposed to be?
I think it's either way. I mean, it's just the same as it's methane, methane. I think that either way is fine.
Okay, good deal. Let me scroll through the chat here and see what I'm see what I've missed. I've got this. Adel says, I remember spending time here when it was just me and Das. He's all grown up, sniff. Dude, Adel, I think you still idle in my channel quite a bit. Something about IRC or something. Let's see here. There was the TeamSpeak thing. All right, I got that. Mad Monster Gaming about the Delta V change in velocity. It definitely means change in velocity. What it is... Literally. Yeah, it actually means delta, change, V, velocity. It's basically how much you can change your situation in space. So it takes
and
X
delta
amount
V is just easier to say than potential change in velocity.
Yeah, potential change in velocity. In fact, during this explanation, I should say potential change in velocity every time instead of delta V, just to show No, I'm not going to do that. It's basically how much you can change your situation in space. When you start off on the ground at Kerbin, your situation in space is sitting on the ground at Kerbin, right? And it takes you about 4,500 delta V to go from sitting on the ground in Kerbin to low Kerbin orbit, going around Kerbin at a specific speed. It also takes you another amount of potential change in velocity to go from low Kerbin orbit out to the moon, say. It's like, what, 850 or something to get to the moon? Or to go from low Kerbin orbit out to Duna with an interplanetary transfer. I always bring up the subway map in here. So let me see here, show hide image. Yeah, I've got the subway map. It actually shows you the different change in velocities that you need in order to go from situation 1 to situation 2. So going from Kerbin to LKO is 4,500, which we knew. Going from LKO to the moon is about 860. Circularizing around the moon is about 210. But at the end of the day, it's all about the amount that you can change your current situation in space. It's really changing velocity.
That subway map really is just the absolute best one.
It really is, dude. I mean, it's well done. I don't know what the walrus is. I guess that's the icon of the guy who made it, right? But it's really easy to read. It's important to remember that it's really a best case scenario sort of thing, so you should over design your ships. But I love the subway map. I hope that kind of clears up what delta V is there. It really does mean potential change in potential velocity. What did we say I was supposed to be saying?
It should be noted that all those numbers are the absolute ideal ones.
Best case, yeah.
Chances are you're not going to get very close to that. Someone's asking for the link.
Yeah.
Link up here.
Actually, you got it. Good deal.
Yeah.
Nice, thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, and also if they have the little arrows there, that also means that they are. Did you ever say this? That includes aero braking.
Aero braking. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I did not say it. Yeah, let me actually bring that back up right quick because that's a really cool thing to know. You know, the planets that have the atmospheres, Duna, Lathe, Jewel, Eve. You can actually do aero brake, aero capture with those. And on this subway map, if it has a little arrow right here, like you can see coming in from an Eve intercept to a low Eve orbit, you can actually burn off most of this delta V by just going through Eve's atmosphere. And with that new mod that we've got, that atmospheric trajectory mod, it makes aero braking so much easier. Remember we were playing with that the other day, DK? And it's like, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. Now I can aero brake.
Which one? I'm sorry.
The atmospheric trajectory mod, where you can actually see, once you enter the atmosphere, how the atmosphere is going to affect your resultant trajectory. In fact, I should.
It does that as well? I thought it was just for landing.
Oh no, it we were trying it last night.
That's the coolest mod ever.
It totally does. I mean, aero capture, aero circular. What did we do the other night? We did an aero circularization to save some we made our orbit circular using aero braking.
Yeah,
basically. And it predicted it to the T. Like, we set the periaps in the atmosphere, and then it went around, and that's almost exactly where our orbit ended up. It's so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. No, Adel's saying it works with far. It works with far and near and stock aerodynamics. And if you have a space plane, you can set different. We should play around with this. What would we say there? Somebody had asked me to demonstrate the problem with the radial decouplers. So I think I might do that right quick. You think I should just keep going, DK, in terms of streaming, or should I hiccup my stream like I normally do to cut Kerbal Space Academy in half?
Are you done with Kerbal Space Academy, or are you still going with it?
We are kind of at the end of Kerbal Space Academy here. In fact, I'm like 30, 40 minutes over Kerbal Space Academy right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But
I'd say you should probably cut it now. That mod, do you have a link for it here? Atmospheric Trajectories. It is in his mod list. I'm going to post the link right now to the forum page. Civnet is actually the guy that's asking. That's another KSP TV streamer. Or not,
nice,
excuse me. KSP TV, but KSP streamer.
Excellent.
But if you want to take your break quick, you can. And I'll try to just keep the chat going for a minute while you go grab some food.
Dude, that would actually be awesome. I've been streaming since 8 p.m. right now. It's now 11 p.m., so I've been doing 3 hours of Kerbal Space Academy. I usually try to do 2-hour sessions from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. But here's what's going to happen for everybody that's new. I'm going to hiccup the stream, which basically means the stream's going to say it goes offline, but it's going to come right back. That's just so that I can cut the Kerbal Space Academy segment out and upload it to YouTube separately. And then we're going to come right back, and I'm going to do some DOS free play, where we're just going to basically play around and have fun. When I do DOS free play, I play some 8-bit music, we chat a lot, we build whatever random wacky crafts. I think that if Chocomole is still here, I have a cake I need to try and land on the moon.
You absolutely need to land that cake.
I think I'm going to try to land the cake. But I am actually going to hiccup the stream. I'll go offline. It's going to come right back. Don't go anywhere. DK will keep you company while I run off and hit the head and grab a snack and that sort of stuff. I'll be gone maybe 5 minutes. I'll get some music playing and that sort of stuff, and then we will go land. Actually, can I get up to it? Where's Chocomoli's cake? Let me see if I'm in the right save to put Chocomoli's cake up on the screen. Nope, this is the wrong one.
She's in chat. Whether or not she's still watching is different.
Yeah, who knows? There she... Uh-oh, it's overdue, she says.
It's overdue. It is way overdue.
It is way overdue, but I did say that I would not put the cake on the moon without Chocomole being present. So, let me hop out, show the cake, show what we're going to be landing on the moon, and then I will hiccup the stream. Just to, build some interest. I don't know, maybe.
It's stale.
It's stale. Were you going to eat it, Chocomole? Oh, I really wish that I could click on a save and it would show me the flights in progress in that save. Because here with my KSA saves, I have no clue what's where anymore.
I feel like the cake, regardless of whether or not it's stale, would taste just a little bit too much like oxidizer.
Oxidizer and lightweight wing components, right?
But yeah.
Because the entire thing with those... Here we go, let's see. The entire thing with those structural wing components... Let's see here. Survey says Choco's birthday cake. Awesome. Oh, we have the spin cycle probe up there too. Nice. So this is some stuff we did in free play. Chocomole is my significant other, and it was her birthday, what, a week and a half ago now? So we were hanging out. She was nice enough to let me stream on her birthday, day after her birthday, and we built a birthday cake for her with the correct number of candles. Of course, the challenge is to land the birthday cake onto the moon. So we were able to get it in orbit. Surprise, surprise. When you see this thing, you may wonder how we ever got it in orbit. I've got the highlight on my channel, I think. But here we have a very birthday cake. It should have enough... I forgot how this thing looks. It should have enough delta V to do the transfer out to the moon. It should have enough delta V and thrust to weight to land on the moon, and then we're going to give a birthday celebration. I won't show you underneath the skirt. There's some stuff going on underneath there. But, yeah, Choco's birthday cake is right here. So, what I'm going to do is hiccup the stream. I will be right back. We'll play some chip tunes. DK will keep you company, and I'll leave this thing up on the screen. DK, dude, thanks so much.
Yeah.
I will just bounce it right quick.
Ah, perfect, man.
So I will be right
It's gonna
back.
just a quick little hiccups.
Quick little hiccups. I can actually keep talking to you when I click stop.